You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning, you wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and change. Some things never change, never change. You think I put the beauty on your arm as you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to say. Girl, you're crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel alive. Asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only torture through the angels. Here to go. Save myself from being into stone. So see you judge me cause you just don't know. But some things never change. They say I should be guilty and change my ways, even from a body in my wakes where I didn't mean to make them break. But that's so delicate, so mundane.
Primera sangre. Una zona de viento apareció en el carril central.
Say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You think I'm on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face.
Mataron a un enemigo.
Some things never change, never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe. I stopped asking for forgiveness.
Mataron a un aliado.
Only portrait were the angels. Fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. So see
Mataste a un enemigo.
they say I should forgive.
Asesinato doble. Mataste a un enemigo. Asesinato triple. Estás en una racha de asesinatos.
But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming to flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain. Never change, never change. I'm a
¡Alegría te encontró!
reckoning. You wonder how I got this
¡Con
far.
rapidez! ¡Prepárate para la muerte!
Someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change.
¡Acércate!
Never change.
¡Suéltame!
Think out with the pity on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars.
¡Alegría te encontró! ¡Con rapidez!
Can't bear the things I've had to face. Got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change. Never change.
¡Este es mi dominio!
Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from endless pain.
La torreta central está bajo ataque. El equipo mató al heraldo de la grieta.
I stopped asking for
¡Alegría te encontró! ¡Prepárate para la muerte!
so save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change. Never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty.
¡Desafíame aquí!
They keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never
Mataron a
change.
un enemigo.
Never change.
Mataron a un enemigo.
El río del destino ahoga a los indignos. ¡Con rapidez!
Some things never change. Never change.
¡Prepárate para la muerte!
Destruyeron una torreta enemiga.
¡Enfréntame!
I'm making nervous. A tragedy. I'm a beautiful disaster. A wrecking.
¡Habla sobre el lago! ¡Alegría te encontró! ¡Enfréntame!
Someone to clean up and tame. Some things never change. Never change.
¡Prepárate para la muerte! ¡Desafíame aquí!
Once you cover up my
¡Alegría te
and battle
encontró!
scars, it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face. Crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change. Never change. Oh, you break your back to make me feel again. Suffocate to make me breathe again. Lose your mind from this
Dominando. Racha de asesinato.
I stopped asking for forgiveness. If you should know, only fools tread where the angels. Beautiful, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning you down. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change. Never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things
¡Un
never
enemigo puede
change.
igualar!
Never change.
La torreta central está bajo ataque.
Lose your mind from endless pain.
¡Enfréntame!
Some things never change. Never change. Oh. I stopped listening.
Una racha de asesinatos.
Fear to go, but you can't.
Que encuentres la alegría en el más allá.
Save myself by turning into stone.
Acércate.
Save the judgment 'cause you just
Ningún
don't know.
enemigo
But
puede
some
igualar.
things never change, never change.
Prepárate para la muerte.
They say you should be and change my ways. In my ways,
Mataron a un enemigo.
make them pray.
Falla sobre el lago.
But they're so delicate, so
Masacre.
some things never change, never change.
Destruyeron una torreta enemiga. Imparable. Mataron a un aliado.
Lose your mind from endless pride. Some things never change, never change. Oh.
Enfréntame con rapidez.
Es una masacre. Asesinato doble. Eres imparable. Asesinato triple. Estás dominando. Asesinato cuádruple. Eres casi.
You think I would look pretty on your arm once you break all my bruises.
Eres una leyenda.
All the things I've had to face. You're crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you'll break your back to make me feel again.
Racha de asesinatos del enemigo se acabó.
Lose your mind from endless pride.
Prepárate para la muerte.
Some things never change, never change.
Ningún enemigo puede igualar.
Se acabó.
Stop asking for forgiveness, 'cause you should know only hatred for the angels. Fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close.
Mataste a un enemigo. La torreta superior está bajo ataque. Asesinato doble. Asesinato triple. Es una
They say I
masacre.
should feel guilty and change my
Prepárate para la
ways.
muerte.